Behind me is a yellow Camaro with a black hood. Why? Well, it's fitted with something called the 1LE package, which costs $3,500 and doesn't give you any power increase. That might be okay considering we still have 426 horsepower. No, this package intends to turn the Camaro SS into a track day hero. Launching the 1LE, well, we don't have really any launch control, we don't have any computer aided anything, we've just got traction control off, a lot of horsepower, and 2 rear wheels. I'm going to dial in about 2,000 RPM and then release the clutch. That's going to get some wheel spin out of the hole, it's going to hook, and away we go. Grab second, a little bit of spin into second, you'll hit 60 in 4.2 seconds. A nice V8 soundtrack the whole way. The quarter mile, 12.7 seconds. At 111.8 miles an hour. And for a 60 to 0 braking test, very impressive stopping power, 101 feet from 60 miles an hour. Well, the Camaro 1LE remains a very big and a very heavy car, but Chevy's figured out how to make it dance. While the stock SS, or the standard SS, has a lot of understeer in it, this gives you a lot of control with the throttle. It seems to push, ultimately, when you ask it, a lot of it, but that might be okay. It's a kind of a gentle push, and you can easily fix it with a little bit of throttle control. Oh, it just goes to oversteer really controllably. A lot happening in this car. It takes some muscle to drive it, as it should. I mean, it's a Camaro, it's a muscle car for crying out loud, but it will go to a power slide like that really easily. I like it. This car then is very fast. But let's give those performance numbers some context. Versus the Camaro SS, this car in a straight line is half a second or just under half a second faster to 60 miles an hour and the quarter mile. As far as figure 8 lap time is concerned, this put down a lap time just off the pace of the much more powerful Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. Not only that, but its lateral G average was identical to the Camaro ZL1. This is a very sticky car. That's attributable to the tires and wheels that it's wearing. They're 10 inches wide in the front and 11 inches wide in the rear. We have the same front tires that you get on the ZL1, the same size at all 4 corners. They're Goodyear Eagle F1 supercar, something or other, and they are very, very sticky. And what I love is from the outside, when you look at this car, you see the tires poke out from the fenders like this is some sort of freak autocross machine. The 1LE package looks the part, but it's extremely functional too. My biggest complaint with the standard Camaro SS was that it had this unrelenting, never-ending understeer. It was just painful. It was safe, very, very safe, but painful. With the 1LE package, it basically removes all that understeer and it gives you a sharper handling, more controllable car. It does still slightly push on the limit when you're asking a lot from the front tires, but that's right at the vehicle's limit. And if you ask for a little throttle, it'll go right into a slide that's pretty quick. So I actually admire the push that it has. It makes the car easy to drive, but still very fast and very capable. One of the other bits that this car is wearing, it's new for Camaro this year, is what Chevy calls dual mode exhaust. And what that means is it has a loud exhaust when you're on the throttle, but a quiet one when you're off the throttle. There's little flaps in the mufflers that open up and give you the full raspy V8 growl that you want. The feature started on the Corvette, but I'm glad it's trickling down because this engine sounds sweet. I've already lapped this car quite a bit and I enjoy it a lot. But what about a seasoned racing driver? What would they think about this car? I wonder who could drive it.
We're doing lap 5 in the Camaro 1LE. It's got the 420 horse V8, pulls really well on the straightaways, broad power band. Immediately I noticed the shocks have a lot of dampening. This Camaro is very well controlled in the corners on the racetrack here at Streets of Willow. In the brake zone, I like the feel, good firm pedal, effective ABS, lots of tire grip. The Camaro is definitely at home on the racetrack. Minimal body roll, well controlled for what is essentially a street car. It behaves very well as a race car. I'd race this Camaro right now, frankly. Down into the bowl, the steering is effective. This is the best balanced Camaro yet. Running through the gears, I like the shifter, but you can't rush it. Into the Fast King, it's pretty hairy through here. Bumpy. The Camaro does an amazing job of controlling those vertical body motions. Good broad power band, second gear is working in the tight corners, steering response is fantastic. Onto the front straight, we're second gear, putting down the power. Really effective car, the best handling Camaro yet.
The 1LE package improves the Camaro in every dynamic measurement we have, but crucially, it makes the car much more enjoyable from behind the wheel. Where the heavy chassis and hard to see out of nature of the cabin makes the standard SS feel unwieldy when you start pushing it, the 1LE upgrades give the Camaro a needed sense of control and finesse. Simply, Chevy's made this platform work. With this package, they've made the Camaro into something better than burnouts and dramatic styling. And at $3,500 the 1LE package costs, worth every penny.